Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. In today's video, we are going thrifting and have a huge one I'm going to share with you. So let's get right into the video. As usual, I head to the back wall of my thrift store. I go at different times of the day depending on my schedule, and I feel no matter what time I go, there is always a crowd. And weirdly enough, they all disappear after about an hour or two. Yes, that does mean I spend more than an hour or two each time I go. My strategy is to go through these shelves at least twice because you do miss things as you go through. It can get really overwhelming with so many items in front of you. The colors on this platter were so beautiful. I'm not sure why I left this one behind. I thought this little planter or bowl was quite interesting. It did look vintage, but $40 seemed a bit high. There's always those items that I see when I'm editing and wonder why I left it behind, and this was one. I've been checking out all the vintage lamps in most of the thrift stores, and I'm pretty amazed at how design comes full circle. A lot of what you see in the high-end stores right now emulate these designs. This orange one was really pretty. I kept seeing it every time I went there. I'm not sure why it's not sold yet. This pair of white lamps I did consider, but I left it, and by the time I went around to the other side, I saw someone paying for it at the cashier. I spotted this basket hiding under some racks. It looked to be in pretty good condition, and it also looked like it had quite a bit of age. A lot of detail on the side there. There's brass on the top. I tried opening it to check it out, but it seems as though those three parts are three separate bins. I couldn't tell exactly how it worked. It was so taped up and I didn't want to take the time to open it. Here is another item that I regret not getting. Looking back at this footage, this candle stand has the most amazing patina on it, and I had the perfect spot for it, but I missed out. I did look for it when I went back a few times after, but obviously it was gone. Now this remained a mystery to me. I have no idea what these are. If you know what these are, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys remember this Nambe cheese board I got in the brown color? I actually found two more in this black color. I didn't need any more, so I left them behind. Well, you guys know I don't go to Goodwill that often because all the times I have been, I very rarely get things that I like. I did visit quite a few over the last couple of weeks. I so want to find things at Goodwill. I keep going to different locations. Here in South Florida, for some reason, the home decor items at the Goodwill, it's typically about 3 sets of shelves, but they have a lot of clothing and that type of thing, so not a lot to choose from. But once I'm in an area, I look to see what Goodwill is near me and I stop in and hopefully find something. So I did go to about maybe 6 or 7 of them over the last couple of weeks. I got 4 items in total. I paid $3 for this bud vase. It is Murano glass, very beautiful green. You guys know how much I love green. But apart from the color, look at the bottom of it. It is really, really gorgeous. For $3, I thought this was a great find. The next item happens to be green, but I did not plan that. This is just a book that I picked up at the Goodwill just a few nights ago. Biography of Beethoven, the music guy. It is a little bit torn because it does have some age, and I think this must be a good read. I try to pick up books on topics that I find interesting. Even though I use a lot of them for decor, I do want to be able to get some value out of it if I want to sit and read. The next item is this little elephant. I think it's an ashtray because it does have those little things on the bottom. I think it's nice to put like the snuffer on or something along those lines, or just on its own. I love finding little pieces like this. It's really nice to have when you're creating a vignette on shelving or on a buffet. I love elephants. I love giraffes. Those are my favorites. So I thought that he was really cute. This was $5. Final item I got at the Goodwill was this little wooden bowl with the handles. This is Threshold, so it is from Target. I don't know what the original price was, but I paid $5 for it. I did want a smaller salad bowl, so I'll probably use this as a salad bowl, but of course it could be used for so many other things. It was in great shape. Does not look like I need to do very much with it. Just clean it up and it's good to go. So let's get into the items I got at my thrift store. First item are these bookends. These are the same stone-like material like the little elephant. I love collecting home decor in different shapes, different materials, different heights. When you're putting together items, you never know what you need, and sometimes you grab something that's a little bit odd, but it works. If you missed last week's video, you want to make sure and go take a look at that after watching this video. It's this room that I completed. This is now our guest room and my office and studio areas. I did a quick makeover in here and I think it turned out beautifully. A lot of the items in here are actually thrifted. This little lady right here, you guys would remember from a previous thrifting video. This cabinet, the desk, the bed, the dresser, all of it was thrifted. And I have found that when you decorate with thrifted items, your room, your space looks unique to you because you are curating items that you love, not just what the stores are putting out. Anyway, enough of that rant. These are the rest of the frames. I did share a couple of the frames that I used in this room. This was one, but it actually was a set of 3. This one and this one is pretty much the same. This one is slightly different. I paid $2 each. I already took the glass out of this one. I haven't taken it out of this one as yet. I don't like glass in my frames. I don't know, I just don't like the reflection. But just for you to see up close what I did with this one, this is just a cutout from a magazine, and I like the colors and I like the sculpture, the little sculpture that it's actually portraying here. And I took the glass out and I just used the frame and just lean it up here. This little shelf was also thrifted. It's so cute. I love it. This is also a pair that I got. I used the other one on the accent wall and I just put a print in it. The style I was going for was a combination of vintage and modern, so the black color brought the modern in, and I love this pair of frames. I'm gonna put all the prices here on the screen because a lot of the items that I clean up already, I already took the prices off and I have to go back and look to see what the prices were. This was also a beautiful pair of frames. They actually came with collector plates in them. I'm gonna put a clip right here so you guys can see what they are. I'm just gonna donate those plates because I'm not interested in the plates, but I loved these frames. I love the shape, I love the color. I thought it was so unique to have the circle on the inside, but this shape around the outside. The weeks leading up to doing this room, I was on the lookout for frames. I also was on the lookout for a vintage style mirror to go over the vanity. I ended up not finding one and using one from a different room, so I am still on the hunt for a vintage style mirror that's the right size for there. But these frames were really beautiful. I also picked up this little plaque. It's a piece of wood with this bouquet on the front of it. It says the wooden hut on the back. I love the colors on this one. I wasn't sure if it was going to work in here, so I picked it up. This other one, I was sure I was going to use it in this room, but it didn't fit in with what I was doing. Quite pretty. This is an oval vintage frame, and in here, I think this is needlework. I love the colors in this, the simplicity. I'm definitely gonna find spaces throughout my home to use all of these. When I was looking, I ended up picking up quite a bit because I didn't know what was gonna work. So I just picked up items that I liked in different shapes and colors, and then I kind of ended up with what I ended up with. Watch the video last week so you can see how that turned out. Another one that I got during the time I was looking for this room was this one. It's an original oil painting, but I particularly loved the frame. I knew if it didn't work in here, it was going to work in another part of my home. Maybe I will get my daughter to do a couple paintings for me so that I can swap out in these frames. I'll probably fit this in soon for my spring decorating. This might work, and then later on I can always just swap the canvas out for something else. But I love the frame. I love that it can go this way, and I'm going to be using this one really soon. This beautiful original canvas art. It is also flowers. This was $25. I bought it primarily for the frame. I thought it was so beautiful. I love this black. This is like a black velvet fabric that's going around the inside here. It's an original piece of art. It is beautiful. I think it would work this time of year, but I would certainly love to have something with a lot more muted colors that I can use throughout the year. So I am going to see if my daughter can do a couple paintings for me, and one would be for this particular frame. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I also shared her painting. she did this one. Similar colors to those. I would have her do something that can fit into this frame so that I can swap it out and maybe even do something in landscape mode. I do like switching things up often, so it's nice to have one piece that I can use in different ways. The other one is this one, which I also bought just for the frame. There actually was something in here and I took it out already. I'll share with you in a minute. This one was also quite nice. This inside part here is like a linen type fabric. I love the details on the corners and in the middle here. I just thought this one was absolutely beautiful. I love vintage frames. I don't like the overly ornate ones. And I thought that this gives some of that ornate style, but it does have some nice clean lines around there that I think would work beautifully. These two together would work beautifully on that wall that I am working on. She's probably going to be a little bit busy next time she comes here because I do want a couple things done and hopefully she'll have the time to fit me in. This is what came in it, and I think it's a depiction of Jesus and he is my Lord and Savior, but I didn't really care for that photo, so I took him out. I just want to plug this in here really quickly. There are so many amazing creators here on YouTube that put a lot of time and energy into the content they provide. Quite a bit of them share that they have a very high percentage of views that are from non-subscribers. With that said, if you enjoy this content and it brings value to you, do consider subscribing. It helps my channel out. The next item is this little picnic basket. It is not Longaberger, but is up there with the quality. It is very well made. It's very sturdy. I paid $5, and just so you can see, it is in good shape. I love the size of it. It's not too big, not too small. It's perfect for when my son has games. We can just put some snacks in here. I have to do some adjusting of those hinges in the back because the top is a little bit twisted. So I have to, if I put it straight, it'll stay, but it definitely is a little bit loose. I thought for $5 it was a good deal. Very nice. Okay, so the next item is this. I am not sure what is the name of this. I have been looking for something like this for a little while. I wanted something bigger, but I do have use for this smaller one. It's priced at $5 and I believe I paid $2.50. It's pretty small. It has that design on the inside. It looks hand painted. George Good Corporation, 1977. I also got this little wooden tray. It does have quite a bit of scratches on it, but that's easy to fix. This was $6.99. The rest of these items here, I did not get time to clean them, so they still have the prices on it, so it makes it easier for me to tell you the price. However, I am going to put on the screen the ones that I got 50% off, because as you know, when I go to my thrift store, depending on the colors, usually it's 2 or 3 colors for that day, that's 50% off. So it doesn't always work out for me, but a lot of times I try to look for items that have the color of the day so I can get 50% off. So I'll put it on the screen if I did get the 50% off. I like that it was a square. A lot of the trays that I already have are rectangular, and I thought that this was nice. I love the color. I'll probably not do much to this, just freshen it up. I don't think I would use it for food. It will probably be just for decor. I think it would be nice with a little candle, some pottery with greenery, flowers, or something along those lines. But I really liked this tray. This is another tray that I got. This one has handles, so this is like really nice if you're sitting on the couch having a meal or in bed. It's made for anyone that does needlepoint and wants something to put their artwork in, because this is a needlepoint, this is a print, and I think that's what it's made for. So you can open it up, and after you have done your design, you can put your design in here. So that's really giving me some ideas right now. Next one is this little shelf. I picked this up when I got this for this room because I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, but I liked the style of this. This just feels like it came from an old church. I don't know what about this. I thought this was absolutely beautiful. It is made of wood. I love the style of it. I think it would be nice with like a running plant coming down the side of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this inside or maybe in my patio area. That's another thing that I have been on the hunt for. Every time I go to the thrift store, I'm looking for outdoor decor, outdoor items, because I do want to finish up my back patio. Don't you just find this so unique? That's what I like about thrifting. You'll probably not see this in a store right now. In the last thrift haul, you would remember this bowl that I got. Well, I found two more, the exact same bowl. They were $4 a piece and so beautiful. I walked away from it, but then I turned around and I grabbed them. I figured it makes sense to have a set of 3. They were so beautiful, I couldn't resist it. I think I'm starting to have, you know, a love of these type of things because she's adorable. And I love this angel with the harp. So cute. The next item is this little wooden carved angel with a harp. It was $5. I love the neutral color and look at the wings on the back. So adorable. I think this can be used throughout the year or at Christmas time. It is a really nice little decor piece. This next item I picked up with my daughter in mind. She is in fashion school. When she comes home on her breaks, she's gonna be staying in this room because she lost her room to her little brother. And I figured if she's gonna be staying in this room, I may as well put something in it that I know she would like. When she saw this little sewing machine on one of my past videos, she couldn't believe that I didn't pick it up for her. I actually didn't even think of her. But now that when I see those type of things, I think of her. So I saw this little, I don't know what you call them, but I guess it's a miniature version of what they use to fit up their patterns. I don't know. It was $4. It looked vintage. It says made in the Philippines. I thought it was so adorable. I think I'll just put it in here like on the little dresser over there or maybe on the side table. So I am just now realizing that I like figurines because I got these. These are made in the 70s. It's marked as $20 each, but this was half price. That's the only reason I got it. So I paid $20 for both. Universal Statutory 1971 Shakaro by Hugh Hendrick. I thought these two were adorable. I love that he's playing the music. She doesn't want to hear it. I think these would be nice on my shelving, but I also thought that they would be nice as bookends. So you put some books in between and put them on either side. I think that that can be a nice little statement. Or, oh, you know what this would work well for? I could put them on our side tables. Put this one on my husband's side and put this on my side. Is that a good idea? Anyway, they are so adorable. I took a little while to decide on them, but I thought they were unique and a bit special. I did tell you all this was going to be a big haul, so I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 pieces. I'm going to go a little faster. I got this little swan, which I thought was so completely adorable. It was $6.99, and this top part is brass. There is some black with a pattern on here, and then the wooden base. It's small. $7 is a bit much, but I thought that it was so elegant, and I think that this would be nice on shelf styling. The next item is this little piece of pottery. It's marked Gen 50. Not sure what that means. It was 99 cents. Pretty tiny, you can see in my hand. It's pretty small, but you know, I thought it was cute. 99 cents, I thought it was worth it. This is a little clear jar. It is Tiffany & Company. It was $4. I thought it was super cute, and I would use this somewhere in my kitchen. Okay, so I know I showed you guys that little stand earlier. This I know is a cake stand. It did not come with the cover on the top. It was $5.99. I think that this is a vintage piece. Thought it was so absolutely beautiful. I love all the details around it, the bottom and the top. I thought that this was so beautiful. This is kind of the size I was looking for, but this didn't come with a top, but I see the tops all the time, so I just have to find the right size and I will get a nice topper that I can use on this one. I got this on one particular day, and several weeks after I got this one. This was also $5.99. It does have a very similar pattern to this one, so I think that they go nicely together. I saved these for last because I always have a favorite in every thrift haul. These two candlesticks were beyond gorgeous. They were $8 each. They are not marked, but they are both the same size. I think that they are modern pieces and made to look old, but whatever was done to it, I just love the look of it. I love the shape. I love the height of it. I am going to show you guys this one up close. I think that's the way it was made to look. The bottom here has a lot more of that coloring than the top, but I love how slender they are. I'm really enjoying vintage, but I also like modern. I love incorporating things that give that modern touch together with vintage items. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this thrift haul. Let me know in the comments which items were your favorite. Make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and even share it with a friend. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.